Long before the days of the Tiger Woods golf franchise, we had golf on the Atari 2600. Shh. This is the kind of game that they would keep in the waiting rooms of dentists' offices back in the early 80s so that kids waiting to have a root canal would just keep themselves occupied. Because I don't think anybody who was actually interested in golf could really stomach this game. It took me a while to figure out how to play this. Apparently the guy can only swing his club in a certain direction. Looks like we're going in counterclockwise here. Ooh, I just got onto the green, in case you couldn't tell. This Atari game cartridge has 9 holes of golf. And here I'm swinging again. Oh, that's the wrong direction. That's the realistic sound that a golf ball makes when bouncing off of a tree. And you gotta watch out for those sand traps. There's really no option to switch between your irons, your driving woods, or a putter, so you just use the same pixelated club for everything. Remember, the Atari had bowling, the Atari had football, baseball, boxing, golf, ice hockey. So you had a nice variety of sports games to choose from. But the Atari was really not capable of actually reproducing any sports realistically in any way, shape, or form. And I just hit that goddamn tree again. Ooh, there we go, onto the green. Shh. I'm putting. We've got to line up the ball. And yeah! Sorry, I get excited about that. All right, I'm going to try to dodge the blue thing. That's water. I'm going to try to dodge the water. And up over it. Get over it. Get there. Get... Ah, f***. There we go. That's a nice drive right there. The 9 holes of Atari Golf do give you a nice variety of castle-shaped green blocks with some trees. You do have to use strategy, the same kind of strategy that you might use in a real game of golf, to get your ball onto the green in as few shots as possible. Just like that. Speaking of Tiger Woods, so I went to the US Open last year, as it was being held in Pittsburgh. Went with a bunch of friends, all of whom are golfers. The only kind of golf I can do is putt-putt golf, and even then I suck at it. So we're at the US Open, and Tiger Woods is there. You know, and Tiger's about my age, so you figured this game was actually around when Tiger Woods was a kid. So maybe Tiger Woods played golf on his Atari 2600. Or maybe he was a ColecoVision guy. I don't know. So we're at the US Open, and you could tell where Tiger Woods was because there was a throng of about 1,000 people following him wherever he went. And we're talking primarily a crowd, but also there were about 100 to 150 photographers always in front of him. So if you can imagine, if you've ever seen golfing on TV, you don't notice this because you're watching the guys on TV. But there are literally 150 people walking around, scurrying about in front of him every time he would do anything. And then so if he was walking to a hole, they'd all get to the hole about 3 minutes before he would, and hundreds of photographers and all taking pictures and basically ignoring every other golfer there. So we positioned ourselves right next to one of the driving things. You can see how much I know about golf. Tiger Woods gets there. So we're standing there about 12 feet from Tiger Woods. And I could have just yelled out. I could have said, "Hey, Tiger, what do you think of golf on the Atari 2600? But I didn't yell it. I figured if I had said anything to Tiger Woods during the US Open when he was teeing off, I'd have probably been tasered in the back.